All right, guys. I'm just wondering what team I'm speaking to right now.
Team Iradian Lassimo.
LASSIMO. What does LASSIMO mean? It sounds like it's an acronym of some kind.
It is.
It stands for Laser Simulation and Optimization.
Okay. Now, for all of us who don't know about laser simulation and optimization, can one of you guys kind of just describe your project?
Sure. So we simulated the light inside a laser cavity as it goes back and forth between the mirrors, and we wanted to show the output is going to indeed be a usable laser, essentially.
Awesome. Now, that project sounds pretty darn difficult. For the summit, obviously, we have top 5, but we were just wondering, what place did you guys get?
We got 4th.
4th place. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, this project sounds like it's not quite just electrical or computer engineering. It sounds like you might have to reach a little bit farther.
Indeed, it is
yeah?
physics-based predominantly.
And how was that process, learning, lasers and physics and all that?
It was lengthy, but it was definitely worth it in the end because the final product stands very strong.
Awesome. And the final product, obviously, success? No?
Yes.
Yep. We reached our anticipated best outcome.
Awesome. What was that?
It was to provide Radon with a model they could use that emulates actual laser outputs that they could then use to model their own lasers without having to assemble and change parts all the time to see what works.
So simulation, so you can, tweak things and see how it's going to work out.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's really great. Now, Iradion, I believe, is located in Massachusetts?
Uxbridge, yes.
Okay, and how is it working with somebody a little bit farther than, just Rhode Island? We have the Rhode Island state of mind.
I'll let Bennett answer because I live up there, so
Sure.
I used to live there.
Well, let's talk about the drive then. Let's see. Is it different working with somebody out of state, or were the technical directors, engaged and still connected, or was the distance a little bit of a problem?
I don't think the distance was too big of a problem. We still got most of the information we needed to on the trips we took.
Excellent. So you were able to actually go on site?
Yeah.
Awesome. And how is that, being around all these powerful lasers,
Yeah, it was great. We got to work with the lasers themselves, do a bunch of testing. It's outside the visible spectrum, so you don't actually see the laser beam itself, which was interesting, but seeing their equipment and the facility was pretty cool.
Yeah, the lasers emit at a wavelength that our eyes can't actually see, so it makes it interesting to work with and for the workers to work around, because if a beam's on, they're not going to know without looking.
Awesome. So obviously, we're working with another company, we're working with these technical directors. Compared to what you've experienced through the university before this, how would you describe the ELECOMP program? Were there any specific challenges with the program or anything that was particularly notable that you want to talk about?
I think it was a good setup. I think Dr. Sunak does a good job to assemble a program that is a lot more like being in the industry as opposed to something we're learning in a classroom where it's just tests and quizzes. Here's the specs, here's the deadlines, stick to this, no ifs, ands, or buts kind of thing. So yeah, there was like the project aspect, but there was the whole just dealing with, I don't want to say corporate style type
general
stuff,
business practice.
but yeah, business practice that we don't see in anything else.
No, that's great. I have to imagine, with this being done, we're online to graduate, obviously jobs lined up. I imagine this is going to be a huge project. Have any of you considered working in a similar industry or working in, just this type of field?
Not necessarily lasers, but I don't know, all the principles are similar with acoustics and things like that, so I'm interested in that kind of stuff.
That's huge, using the science as that merges into more
the
technology.
physics
That's
background.
Great.
Yeah.
That's huge. Well, guys, thank you guys so much for attending. Obviously, winning 4th, that's great, and hope to hear from you guys soon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.